Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Luis here, Green Zebra Gardening. The last few videos have been about the community garden. Honestly, because I haven't done much in the home garden. This last weekend my kids were over and so they helped me pick up some of the peas. So we pulled some of the pea plants. They were looking kind of bad, like, powdery mildew and whatnot. But let me give you actually guys a quick tour and show you what I'm actually doing now. Alright, so we're going to start on this end. The garlic I just watered. The pomegranate tree is coming back amazing. It's freaking gorgeous. This pepper plant is coming back. I don't know how we overwintered, but we did. I guess it was protected enough with the garlic there. The box I just haven't used for anything. I think I'm going to put it down on the end to help suppress some weeds, some grass. There's garlic around the edges. I don't think I put anything in here. And I literally only turned on the drip system back on in this garden, I think only like a few days ago, because it's been raining so much. We had a nice wet winter this year here in SoCal. Papayas, they're still hanging on. The heat is coming, and so I'm waiting for these to ripen up, and Mom's going to be super excited. We have some calendulas here and on the end. Those I just threw out seed months ago. And again, because the garden here doesn't get a ton of sun in the winter, everything is just taking forever, and so the fava beans are just now exploding. These are the same ones I'm growing over at the community garden. These are Carsman, I think is what they're called, pink. So they're pink favas. They're freaking delicious. They're compact plants. I'm slowly pulling all the carrots, like there's a little bit here. And the biggest patch, actually my first patch of carrots this year was this one. So here, so I googled, what do you plant after carrots? And it said either legumes or alliums, meaning onions. Legumes being beans. We got some purple potted pole beans. I have tons of bean seed, but it's all bush and it's all old. And so I wanted some tall beans. Just makes it easier not to have to bend over all the time. And the kids like picking the peas, and so at that height. And so I'm going to do the same thing with the beans. I love growing runner beans, I really do. Because the flowers are so real pretty, but they really don't take the heat really well. I found this out from Kate. Thank you, Kate. So I asked her this. I said, where are you growing? She says, I just do regular pole beans. I said, okay. I don't know, it's purple because I've had them before. I've liked them. And the same reason I do the sugar magnolias are purple, so they're easier to find on the plant. Whereas if you have a green plant with green pods, it's harder to find. So my only fear, being that the sun obviously comes in from that way, is this whole shaded area here for the beans. So because we have so many fava beans here, down there, and at the garden plot, which I'm slowly pulling the ones at the community garden, I'm going to sacrifice some of these, chop these off. I don't know that I'm going to completely get rid of them. I might just chop them off. What do you call them? Drop and chop. And so I might use that as actual mulch here, and so then that'll give me more sun to come in there. So I've got that prepared, but I figured I may as well shoot a video while I still have daylight. I honestly don't remember what I had here. I think there's still some onions left, but then these beans are going to be coming out, and after beans, I'm not sure, but something that's a heavy feeder. So I might do a tomato plant in the middle. I might do basil here. Oh, these are 6 sprouted potatoes from the kitchen. Mom put them up on the counter. I told one of my boys this last week, and I handed him this bag and said, here, go grab the potatoes that are on the counter. Please don't take the roots off. He says, what are the roots? I said, the things that are sticking out. I said, you'll know. So I brought them back. We planted those, watered those in. This is my garlic, or one of my other garlic bins, because I showed you the one at the beginning. Either parsley or cilantro. Cilantro's gone bonkers at the community garden. I keep picking it. These are beets. They're looking okay. These are the sugar magnolias. The kids picked some of these this last weekend. And they're ready to be, there's only maybe a handful ready to pick on these. But these plants look much better than the ones further down, so that's why I left this plant. The citrus tree is growing insane. It's really taking off. We have kale. Something eating the kale. There could be some salt. There's some damage. Shard like crazy. Kohlrabi. I hope they actually bulb up instead of just go straight up like they did last year. Well, they're starting to bulb up, at least that one is. Like I said, the stuff in this garden is growing slowly. I seeded it too late. I direct sowed most of the stuff, except for the fava beans. I transplanted those in. So everything got seeded right in, not in the dead of winter, but not at the end of fall. And so everything's just taking forever. I just pulled the TP out of here. That's what I'm going to put the beans on over there. This had peas, so I got to figure out what I'm going to put over here. I might do, I don't want to do it. I have more potatoes. And I kind of wanted to do sweet potatoes again, but that took up a whole stinking bed. So what I might do, I might put a TP here, plant the sweet potatoes here, and then do the trellis like I did last year further down. This year, I'm actually not growing the Molokai purple Hawaiian potatoes. I don't think we have any in the pantry. I think we ate them all, and I don't see any growing in the garden. It was, I think, a little too cold for them, so I think that's it for them. Molokai potatoes were pretty good. They weren't terrible. We'd been growing them for quite a while. I just like them because they're purple. We made them in all kinds of stuff. Fried, bake, you know. Insert the different ways to cook shrimp from bubblegum here. Just replace it with sweet potatoes. And it's like a regular sweet potato. So I bought some, I don't remember if yellow or white from just the Home Depot bag. They're probably Beauregards, I don't know. I'm going to try those this year. So I might put those here. Start up a TP and then maybe extend it out that way, because then that way it might help shade out the kohlrabi and give it a little more shade, and I kind of want it for that, although we do have the tree doing that. That's going to be the issue with this section here. I might do just my leafy greens here. The wax jambu, wax apple, it's looking really good. It survived the winter. It's looking less brown because now it's actually getting sun and it's growing. Can't wait to try those. I picked the massive fennel. If you follow me over on Instagram, you saw that. I think this is grass. Yeah, this one right here. There we go. We have a little bit of carrots in the back. More fava beans. I think there's spinach in here too. Maybe radishes. I don't remember. This weed, whatever this is. Duckweed, maybe. I don't know. Just gonna pull all that. This is one of the main containers that had peas, and the other peas were there. Picked all the peas, threw them away. Actually, because I didn't want the powdery mildew. Discovered we had beets under there. I kind of knew there was something under there. I wasn't sure if it was beet or chard. Last bed over here on the end, we have the three cabbages. I don't know how big these are going to get. I've got a pretty big one over at the garden plot. This one is at this point really just fava beans, which actually do smell pretty good. We have the banana behind me. This guy, I don't want that guy. Snail. That's the issue I found in this growing in the space. Snails and slugs. Anyways, we have almost picked through the entire batch of shallots I grew from the bulbs I got from San Diego Seed Company. Thank you, Bridget. Those were awesome. They were delicious. Because I grew so many peas in here, or fava beans rather, I'm thinking I might do this bed in just corn. Then that way it really doesn't have anything to block it. The only thing behind it is a banana tree, and the corn I have, I think it's only supposed to get 4 to 6 feet tall. These are things I just threw in here. These are, I think, a bunch of Asian greens, and that is why they're going to seed, because they can't really take the heat in the longer days. There's some onions. I just kind of wanted to fill in the end of the blueberry bed. Speaking of blueberries, I also added those strawberry plants in there. I probably should have clipped the flowers and, let them establish themselves and whatnot, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever. But as far as, see, here we go. We already have one. That's the only problem with strawberries. You gotta keep them off the soils. If not, they're really poison. Everybody else will get them first. So this is the first one that's going to be fruiting. So it starts from this way and goes that way as far as fruiting time. This is a stock purple plant I bought. They were on sale. This is a bushel and berries. So everything in this bed uses acidic soil. I didn't realize strawberries also liked acidic soil, so I threw them in here. I don't know if that likes acidic soil, but it grew okay. It only went to seed, I think, because of the day length and the heat, and just the amount of light it was getting. This last little one wasn't looking too hot, but it has grown some leaves. I put in the trays upside down to keep the cats out, because they did find this bed and they were starting to use the backside of it as their litter box. So I took that all out, cleaned it up, topped it off, I think, with some more soil, and then put the baskets in, the trays. Composting. I just threw a bunch of stuff in there. Watering. The crocus, saffron bulbs. So on these, I planted them. They fruited. They bloomed rather. We got some saffron. It was tasty. I don't remember what we used it in. I think Mom probably just threw it in rice. So now, this was one bulb, and so now it's a bunch. So now I'm wondering if I just let these grow out, pull these, and then replant, and then I have extra bulbs I can give away, propagate, put somewhere else, plant somewhere else, whatever. I'm not gonna need more than this one container of saffron, because we really don't need a lot of it. So I will have to do some research on that. If you have any questions or if you have any information on that, let me know. It's my first year growing it. But that is pretty much it. We got a ton of grass coming in over here. It's horrible. I hate it. But we have tons of plants. Mom's plants over here. And that's really going to be it for this one. Oh, you know what? I should show you guys. No, I'll do that in the next video. How I'm going to set up the pea plants, or those pea seeds on that TP with the fava beans as mulch. Alright? For now, for this video, that's going to be it. Go ahead and hit the bell notification, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.